So my name is Michelle Whitney. I'm proud to be the superintendent for Pasco School District and a CBC alumni. I was born and raised in the Tri-City area. I went through the Kennewick school system, and I'm a very young graduate for my senior year, so I was just barely 17 when I graduated. So CBC became a great option for me. Just age-wise, going off to a four-year university wasn't really developmentally where I was. But I think more importantly, it wasn't accessible to us as a family. I come from a very complicated family system, so I a little bit joke and laugh about my family was a little bit like an Oprah Winfrey special or a Jerry Springer special, whichever you wanted to pick or choose from. But the bottom line of that is it was a very complicated family system to grow up in. And it really did shape who I was today. My parents loved me very much. What they were able to offer me in terms of a trajectory for a path out of our circumstances was limited. So places like CBC became a place I looked for mentors, and it was a perfect fit for me when I got here. Dr. Cummins, Rich Cummins, I was a little bit of a groupie for his classes. I took them all, and he was the first, and I've never told him this. I've told him a lot of things about how he's impacted me, but I have not told him this. He was the first professor who kind of called me out on whether or not I was going to take being a student serious or not. I'm a very social person, and that didn't change at CBC in class, and he talked to me after school about, you've got a choice to make. You can take this seriously or you can sign up for other classes. And I remember thinking, okay, you know, he's thrown down a challenge and I'll meet it. And I respected him and his classes enough to where I straightened up as a student and took my time here seriously. It's people like that that really did make a difference for me. I truly believe this, had it not been for my experience at CBC, I would have never ended up as a teacher or as the superintendent of Pasco School District. So for me, education is the great equalizer. It really does equalize the playing field for students like me who don't come from a traditional background where statistically I should have ended up in a different spot, and I just didn't. And I credit my parents. They did have a hope and vision for me that I would break that cycle of circumstance, and they loved me and they encouraged me. It was the education system that provided the foundation for me to be able to do that. My parents had the aspiration for me to do it, but public education and CBC and WSU were really the foundation that allowed me the skills to do it. You know, there's a lot about delivering the content, and you know, we teach math and kids need to pass the math test and all of that, but really what educators are doing are shaping our future. And I'm an example of that. I came to CBC as really raw material that needed some help, and found phenomenal mentors here that helped me learn the things I needed to learn to equalize the playing field for me as I went out to develop that dream for myself and have it actually be attainable. Like I said, I don't know what would have happened to me had it not been for the critical life journey milestones that I accomplished here.